Have you put anything on it yet?
I just put some over-the-counter antibacterial ointment on it.
I'm going to prescribe a stronger topical antibiotic. You'll apply it twice daily. How long ago did that start?
A few days ago I got bit by a fish. But I put antibacterial stuff on it and peroxide. I thought it would go away on its own.
Have you been putting salt on it?
No. Why?
Well, the outside and the inside appear to have a crystalline texture, almost like salt deposits. Not something we usually see. Any fever?
No.
Dizziness?
No, I mean, sometimes I feel tired, but I think that's about it.
If any dizziness or fever starts, come back here. And if we're not available, we'll go to the ER. Now, I'm going to order some blood work. Just a standard panel plus electrolytes. Also some kidney function and infection markers. And I'm also going to order a biopsy of the surrounding tissue of the wound.
Biopsy? Like for cancer?
I would say it's still too soon to tell. The biopsy would just be a precautionary measure. And the buildup here isn't typical of a fungal infection or bacterial infection. It could be a risk and disorder or a metabolic issue. The test should tell us more.
I'm sorry to say this, sir, but it looks like multiple sclerosis. It's a condition where the immune system...
Yeah. I know what MS is. Are you sure that's right?
I'm afraid so.
No. I've seen plenty of shows to know what MS looks like, and this can't be it.
It's what the results from the MRI and lumbar puncture show us.
And how long have you been a doctor?
About 15 years.
You know any other doctors who maybe specialize in this sort of thing? I need a second opinion.
I can provide referrals if you'd like. However, I would like to add that the sooner we act, the sooner we can start implementing disease-modifying therapies.
And what good will it slow down what good will it do to slow down a process that's already going to kill me?
I know this is hard to hear. We can explore options, though, for making things easier.
Is euthanasia one of those options?
I'm afraid we can't offer that.
Well, what do I do now?
Make the best of it.
Right.
I'm sorry, sir.
Shit. Hey. You heard that? Yeah, you did. Bullshit, right? I'm afraid we can't offer that. And why not? What do they want? You to suffer? You know what MS does to your mind and body? I know. Who would want to live like that? I mean, what would you do? Let a disease slowly destroy your body? Or go out on your own terms?
blood tests were negative for cancer. However, we did find significant elevations of sodium in the 170 range. Now, I'd usually say this is hypernatremia, but I've never seen sodium levels this high. How much salt would you say you consume on a regular basis?
Not much more than sprinkling on a few meals.
Well, I know I said that the blood test was negative for cancer, but the biopsy did reveal abnormal tissue in your arm. As a matter of fact, the biopsy showed an unusual tissue composition that we don't typically see. And for that reason, I'm going to recommend further testing. I would recommend that we do an MRI of your arm to decide where to go from here. The nurse will see you out. The MRI revealed a medium-sized mass in your arm. Because the biopsy didn't give us a definitive answer, we don't know whether it's malignant or benign. Surgical removal might be our best option for treatment right now. Now, there are some risks that our nurse will go over with you in preparation for this. If you have any questions or concerns, just let us know and we can go over those with you. Now, she's also going to go over with you the various steps that are going to go into surgery preparation, what you're going to be doing the day before, and what's going to happen the day of the surgery. And if you have questions that come up any time, just let us know.
Oh, wrong room.
Oh, no worries.
I hate to bother you, but would it be okay if I borrowed your phone? I need to call my daughter, and my phone died, and they won't let me use one here.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you so much. Hey, good, and you? Yeah, the results came back, and they were positive. Hey, it's okay. Everything's going to be okay. They told me that I should have a few months, and I'm going to be able to see your piano recital. Yes. Oh, sweetheart, it's going to be okay. Well, I'm going to be heading back home soon. I'm actually not on my phone. I had to borrow someone's phone to be able to call you. Yes, I will call you soon. Okay. Love you too. Bye. Here's your phone back. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Ooh, that looks painful. What happened there, if you don't mind me asking?
That was a fish bite, if you can believe it. But I've never seen any fish quite like it, though.
Huh, that must have been a pretty big fish.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I hope it heals well.
Oh, thanks. Same to you.
Oh, you heard.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's none of my business. I guess I just got good hearing.
These paper-thin walls.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about it, though.
Well, sometimes life throws us impossible situations, and, well, when that happens, I just think back to an old saying that my mama used to say.
Well, what's that?
That there are some things that are not in our control.
My mom would always say the same thing.
Smart woman.
Mm.
Well, I hope it heals well.
Oh, thank you. Well, same for yours. Have you ever had surgery before?
A few times.
How do you get past the build-up, like the fear?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not afraid of dying.
How come?
Because I know where I'm going after this.
Hey! You drove all the way here. Oh, it's not a big deal. It's not that far, and I really needed to see you.
Oh, I'm so glad that you did. I'm so glad that you're here.
I'm glad to be here. You know, Dad is waiting outside, and he's got your favorite meal.
Oh, y'all are the best. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be out there soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll see you.
Your daughter?
Yeah, she's the best. She's got such a bright future. She does so many things.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, to answer your question about surgery, it's like going to sleep and you don't feel any pain. When you wake up, it's like time hasn't passed. Some people dream. I personally just pass out and then I wake up and it's like time has never passed.
Oh, wow. I guess that doesn't sound too bad.
I wonder why they would do surgery on a fish bite.
You're telling me. The doctors, they've done all these tests, but they still haven't found any answers. I keep wondering when it's gonna end. And I keep thinking, would I rather, be stuck with something taking over my body, not knowing where it's leading to? Or would I rather know where it's leading, but then know I'm gonna die? I don't know. What do you think?
I can't answer that.
Too personal?
It's not up to me.
Yeah. I just can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess I would rather know. There's really nothing scarier than not knowing, but I would want anything other than death, just to be able to see my daughter graduate and get married. What do you say?
I think I would rather know.
Well, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you. Yeah, I wish you the best of luck as well, and thank you for being my therapist.
Anytime. You take care.
You too. We didn't find a tumor. We found something abnormal. An anomaly. Have you ever heard of a tapeworm?
Yeah.
It's slightly similar in a sense that of how a parasite can grow inside our body over time, feeding off us and eating what we eat. Now, I have to be honest with you since you're my patient. We don't know what this is.
Well, what do you mean? What's under there?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The thing we found inside you is in this tube. I don't wish to alarm you, so I'm gonna need you to stay calm, because you're still waking up from the surgery. I need to make sure that you don't stand up, because if you do, you could fall. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Alright, good. I'm gonna leave it up to you. Do you want to see what we found inside your arm?
Yes. You show me.
Alright. I'm gonna need you to stay seated.
What is this, Doctor?
I wish I could tell you.
It's just a fish bite. What is this?
Well, like I said, we've never seen anything like this before. So treatment's gonna involve close monitoring of the area and regular checkups. We'll be ordering more tests. The important thing is we got this thing out of you. Now we just have to manage the wound and check up regularly for any other abnormalities.
unknown specimen was located inside the patient's left arm, and what started out as a simple fish bite evolved into a much more complex condition. The patient presented with a wound infection. But not only that, the lab tests revealed sodium levels in the blood that were significantly high, around 170 milliequivalents per liter, well above the normal range of 135 to 145. I also noticed that the salt deposits were within and around the wound itself. And what you see here was surgically removed from the wound after about 2 days. And despite some preliminary research, my colleagues and I were unable to identify the species of this parasite. Now, what we can say for sure is that this organism appears to have parasitic qualities, likely something never before documented in the literature, as far as we can tell. It was growing inside the patient's arm, causing the sodium imbalance and these tissue abnormalities. And, well, there were tissue abnormalities found in the arm too, consistent with something squid-like in structure. Now here you can see the organism has 4 tentacle-like appendages attached to the main body. The head itself consists of complex multi-layered structures, and despite many hours of study, we were unable to fully understand its anatomy. However, what we find most surprising are the nerve structures that intertwine with the tentacles and head of the parasite. You can see this nerve running down from the head to the tentacles themselves. Now, these nerve fibers appear to be integrated into the parasite's anatomy, but not only that, we also found them intertwined with the patient's nerves in his arm. We actually had to sever those nerves to remove the parasite. And what this means is the patient may run a high risk of never fully regaining full sensory or motor function in his left arm. We'll have to continue monitoring to know for sure. But it gets even stranger, because we also found what appear to look like hook-like structures. You can see them here. There's about 2 of them. And we did some scrapings, sent them off to the lab. And what was even more surprising is the results showed that they were made of genuine carbon steel. Something that doesn't make much sense as far as we know from the literature that we looked at. It's almost like it integrates something from the outside into itself. Now, the exact mechanisms of this process are still unclear, raises a lot of questions. Lots of questions about evolutionary pathways for parasites and what it means. So we're going to send this off to the lab and have it tested further, and hopefully they can preserve it better than we can here.
You have a pen? I thought I was sick. You can't even hold a damn pen. I haven't written my will yet. Figured I may as well start now.
Your will?
I'm dying.
I'm sorry to hear.
Oh, I've heard it all before. Ever since I've been diagnosed, that's all people talk about. Death, hospice. Oh, we can keep you comfortable. What a load of BS. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna load me up on drugs. I'm gonna be so high out of my mind, I won't know anything that's going on. As if I don't know already. You know what death does to people? Scares the hell out of them. They get fixated on it because they know that death is coming one day. Or you get the opposite effect. People start thinking about death and avoiding it in everything that they do. Think about it. People work hard in their careers. They raise families. They have kids. They do art. People go to church. Blessed. Where's my blessing? You think people do all of that because they enjoy doing that? No! They do it because they know that even if death is coming, they have something that they can leave behind. We're designed to reproduce, to leave behind a legacy. It's human nature.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You don't know? Of course you know! I bet you've been close to death before, if you're not already there. Take refuge in knowing that death is going to come for all of us. It's not a matter of if. It's just a matter of when. You can't change it, so why would you try to avoid it?
I know what death is. Why are you writing a will anyways if it doesn't matter?
Because they expect me to. Conformity. Conformity is an illness on society. Everybody falls in line and they march to the same beat. I've been marching to the beat all this time. Why would I change that now? I've got a look about you. You're dying, aren't you? Yeah. Sorry, kid. Don't let death scare you. It's as old as time.
I guess I'm just not afraid of dying.
How come?
Because I know where I'm going after this.
How do you know?
You just know.
How do you know for sure, though?
Faith isn't something you're exactly certain of.
You just said that you are certain, like, that you do know.
I guess what I mean by know is that I trust. I trust that when I die, I'm going somewhere better than here.
And to me, faith and trust are similar, but they both don't have evidence, and without evidence, there's no certainty.
Well, how many things in life do you put your faith into, but you're uncertain about it?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. I hope you're right.
I may not be right, but at this point, I don't have anything to lose. I have everything to gain if I am right. Being at this point, I have to have that faith to back me up and to know that I'm right. So that I know that everything, in spite of what's happening, everything is going to be okay.
I guess it can help get through things like this. And I think that's what I need. I want you to know that our team has gone through every test we have conducted so far. We double-check the results, we re-examine the imaging test, and unfortunately we're unable to come to any conclusive answers. And I also have another update to give you. The MRI results revealed another growth. This one on your spine.
Okay.
Some more surgery?
Normally I would say yes, but because this growth is attached to your spine, attempting to remove it comes with a high risk of causing permanent spinal cord and nerve damage. The growth is also really close to your neck. This means that removal could also risk full body paralysis or death. I know you want to find answers, but I'm afraid there's not much else we can do at this time.